Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right in my living room in the wee hours of the morning, doing what I do for you. Today, I got some good stuff for you. I'm P Funk. Today is the countdown. My dude doing his farewell show on Friday, so all this week, Funk will be in the lesson, okay? Bring you up to speed on what I do for you. Let's go. Writing 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message in the story for life. I'm giving life lessons. You receiving them. I appreciate it. Thank you. I got you. Let's go. Right thinking mission is to enlighten. Tell you something you don't know. Inspire. Hopefully get you to act on it. Educate. Tell you a little something about it so it'll motivate you to be your best self. Okay? My mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. I do that with knowledge of self. Right thinking's way of life through spiritual and mental discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the goal of all right thinkers. Joining new people, you can be your goal too. Come on. Question is, know yourself. The ancients left this profound statement for us to work with. Title, Know Thyself. There's 5 kinds of people according to the ancients, and I agree. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and know that they know not is simple. I can teach them. Tune in. That's why I do what I do for you. That's what it's all about. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. I avoid them. You should too. A person who knows but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I have the knowledge to wake you up to yourself. Trust me. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. Yeah, you got to show respect to my girl. All right? And just as much as respect you show at the end of prayer for amen, you give it to my yacht also. I do. Let's go. Today, right thinkers, P Funk is the name I go by. I've been doing that for over 40 years now. My dude been in business for 50. George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic. This is his week for the countdown. Like I said, Friday at the show, I'll be in the house doing what I do. All right, this time for me. All right, right thinkers, let's talk about why funk is a way of my life. I was raised up on the funk. I mastered the funk, and I'm still funking. All right, funk was my inner truth about myself. I kept it real with myself. That's what I knew. That's what funk did for me. Kept me grounded, kept me in my own space, so to speak. I wasn't religious. I wasn't God conscious. I wasn't spiritual enlightened. I was none of that. I was ignorant, but I was making something make me be who I wanted to be. Kept me grounded. Funk did that. Symbolically, funk was my religion. Conceptually, I held funk in high esteem. Why? Because it gave me substance. It gave me something to look forward to. It gave me a whole bunch of outlets, and I used them all. It gave me tentacles to think and be and act a certain way, and I enjoyed it. When I was ignorant of spiritual knowledge, I had funk. I made my own concept religion to live by to keep me going. Symbolically, funk was it. I went to George Clinton concert back in '74, and by the end of the show, I was funkatized. I'm hooked. I'm all in. Like that first dose or whatever it is that gets you hooked. Yeah, my first dose was that first show, and from that point on, I had to have funk. That's how I lived for a long time. And watch this. Funk became my way of life. All right. I understood every concept he brought forth. I went from the Chocolate City, from the White House. We went to land of the mothership in the hood, to going out of space, to going underground. Okay, whatever. Getting shot with the Bob gun, Funkadelic, Aqua Boogie albums, hardcore job. I go back. Okay, And funk has been part of my life ever since. Okay, if you know me, you know that. All right, here you go. Personally, funk saved my life. That's how much I respect the concept for living it. Watch this. Now, back in the mid 70s, early 80s, well, mid 70s, I'll say late 70s, I went through some trying times. Okay, I was put into a mental institution, aka crazy house. I had ran amok. Okay, yeah. So, and I lived in my own world of funk. My parents didn't understand me. Nobody really understood where I was coming from. A few of my friends act like they did, but in the bottom line, this is nothing crazy. So, yeah, I called myself P Funk, aka Pure Real. I was on a whole nother level, and I was just out there, all right? And I lived up to my name as far as I was concerned. I kept it real. I never changed. And if you know me, I'm the same dude. So, okay. I owe my sanity to funk concepts. Back in the day when I was incarcerated or locked up in the mental institution, Cedar Grove, I had to keep in touch with what I call my reality. And they had a music room, and they had One Nation Under Groove album. That was it. I did my whole bit every day, sitting down there, getting funkatized, staying in my zone, staying locked into who I was, so to speak. So yeah, funk brought me back to, kept me real, kept it in there. All right. Now, quick story. You know, your mental institution, they give you that the truth serum, that pheno, whatever it is that they give you a needle and they talk to you, they tell you to tell the truth. Okay, the truth serum. They sat me down, juiced me up, and I told them my whole operation. I'm not the truth, sir. I told them the truth. They declared me delusions of grandeur. They said I was suffering from delusions of grandeur. There's no way, so I got a free ride. Bottom line is absolute cuckoo's nest. And funk was my way out. All right, it kept me insane, but it kept me under control because they was giving me some stuff that was not doing that. Had a Thorazine, a Haldol, collagen, all these drugs. So yeah, I made it. Long story short, here you go. I used my funk knowledge to maintain my sanity while in the situation I was in the crazy house. I had to keep my sanity, and funk was the way I did it. Okay, I used that. Funk is real. The definition of funk to me is real, being yourself, aka knowing yourself. I knew myself way back then and didn't even know. So, excuse me. Excuse me. When you give yourself purpose and reason and symbolically give yourself something to do, you can hang on, and your faith is strong. It'll get you through. I got new information. I got newfound knowledge. I got a bunch of wisdom experience, so I understand now. But when you're doing it and you don't know, here you go. Now, I learned more about myself, and I also went to prison. Funk been to prison too, and I did 60 days solitary confinement. I had nothing but my concepts, my views, and I used them, and I used them, and I found more about myself. When I came out of there, I knew pretty much I'm funky for life. So yeah, that's where it comes from. All right, if you're real, you got funk. If you got funk, you're real. End of discussion. And real recognize real. When I see my funketeers, we recognize each other. We throw it up. Yeah, I got gang side. We got the funk side. Ain't nothing changed, so understand it. All right, there you go. Funk is another way to say, know thyself. Think. Think. It ain't illegal yet. He told us that 40 years ago. And they trying to take away the thought process, so he wasn't far off. George always had his time. All right, that's my funk father. Here you go. I redefined funk symbolically to get me through my tough times in life. Yeah, I made it mean something. It's my religion, it's my faith, what I believe on, and it got me through. So I can tell you, funk ain't going nowhere for me. Okay, funk was and still is my religion, my Lord, aka that was my Christ. I could do all things through funk that strengthened me. I told my pastor that he fell out laughing. But He understood the concept. So that's all you need to understand. You can conceptualize anything you want, but if you can manifest it, that's how you make things happen. That's what makes miracles. All right. Funk was my savior. In my younger years in life, I used it and it worked for me. Got me through all my situations with me intact, meaning I kept my indignity, my self-pride intact. I didn't lose none of me. Okay, in all those situations, funk just kept me grooving. I just, whatever, I'm funking, all right? Funk, the nonprofit organization. Jesus, okay, now George would say things. He wouldn't sing. He would just throw stuff out there. Funk, the nonprofit organization. I work for a nonprofit organization. Pay attention. We can't afford free speech. When I'm talking, if you're a student, you should be listening. Why? I ain't got time to waste my time. It all fits in. So that's what I'm trying to show you. All right, here where we at. Funk was my terrestrial project. Okay, my ideas, my concepts was all about funk. Okay, in another level. So again, spirituality ain't nothing but my funk being defined. Funk upon a time in the days of the Funkopus, the concept of specially designed Afronauts, knowledge, was first laid on man-child, but was later repossessed and placed among the seekers in the pyramids until what? A more sacred attitude toward this most sacred phenomenon, knowledge of self, would be acquired. There in these terrestrial projects, they waited along with his co-inhabitants, kings and pharaohs, until like a sleeping beauty with a kiss that will release them and multiply to the image of the chosen one. P-Funk, I'm here. The doctor is in. Let's go. Let me wrap this up. I'm just having fun. That's what funk is. Funk is a state of super consciousness, knowing yourself to the nth degree. Funk is a way of life. Now it's called right thinking philosophy. Bam! Mastered by me. Taught by moi. Living right now in the flesh. I got this. I'm about to wrap it up. I appreciate you tuning in. It's going to be like this all week. I hope you're ready. P-Funk for life. Yeah, that's right. Ain't nothing changed. Funk intelligence is having funk knowledge, a.k.a. now it's called spiritual knowledge. Ooh, yeah. I'm a funketeer for life. I still use my funk knowledge to this very day. I'm still funking. It ain't gonna change. All right, I'm sweating like a pig, but I'm working, getting the funk out. I'm funky, aka pure real, with myself and others. If you know me, you know me. If you think you know me, you already know me. You don't have to think. I'll make it easy for you. All right. Give me my funk, what? Uncut. I want it pure funk, aka P-Funk. That's me. I was the bomb back in the day, but guess what? I'm even better now. Check the brother out. I made the mothership connection and the Mayat. I made the mothership and the Mayat connection. I put funk and spirituality together. I'm good to go. I got more for you. Stay tuned.